I'm not trying to make it a race thing, like, oh, y'all so sensitive over words, but when you see things like Shaboozey having the #1 country song of the year, and bro don't win no awards at these country awards, after you just had a country singer come out and tell Beyonce, nah, you ain't country enough.
It's different, bro.
AKA, you ain't white enough. You don't have our white approval. Because that's all he really saying. That's all they all really saying. They believe country is a white thing, even though blacks created it and brought it over here and showed y'all even how to do it in the first place. Now, all of a sudden, we have to get their approval to be country enough, which you're never going to get that approval. Bro had the #1 song, bro. It's no way in the world he doesn't win an award.
Unfortunately, it's about who has it last, not who found it first. You know, we might have created it, but we don't own it. We haven't predominantly ran it or been popular in it for years, where it's like they make the rules and the rules are what they are, you know. And when you put them up next to hip hop, we'll let a white person in. We'll actually go and grab the white person off the street and say, damn, you could do that? We're going to parade you around and really make you even more famous, even though you're not from the culture at all. They looking at it like, hold on, let's keep this traditional as possible and let's keep it as pure, if that's what you want to say, however they look at it, as we possibly can. So they're not keen on letting just anybody in a genre, especially if they're black, and he's bringing a whole different swing. It's okay when, what's his name, Morgan Wallace or somebody do the hip-hop country mix, but when an actual black person does it, it's going to be a different situation. You've seen it with Lil Nas X as well. And that's actually an example as to probably why they're going to be more hesitant to let Shaboozey in, because you look at Lil Nas X, he came in with Old Town Road, then he turned gay, then he started doing pop records. He took, you know what I mean?
He had to go through all that weird shit for them to accept him. I just think at the end of the day, we got to stop being so attached to all these awards and stuff, because having a #1 record is undeniable, and that's the trophy in itself. We get attached to these trophies. You don't do nothing but go sit it in your house and put it up somewhere. So I think that's the problem, too, with making these people feel like this is so big that that's what's controlling the narrative. I just think a lot of times, like we say, we too good at a lot of things that we do. So if we start letting 1 or 2 or 3 in, then the rest of them might start feeling like they can get in here and do the same thing. And what we do, we end up taking over everything. From we took over all the sports for the most part, the ones that people like to do, and they see all these things. So once we start jumping in those fields, they be trying to really keep us out of as much as possible.
And what's unfortunate about it is his name, Shaboozey, is that actual name, he came up with that because that's what his football coach called him, because he couldn't understand his name, or I'm sure at some point it just became the butt of the joke. That's kind of what he said, to have, okay, you just call me that. So even that is a microaggression in itself, and that symbolizes to me what you're going to continue to go through when you're in a genre like country. Like, it's not, even though we might have created it at this point, it's not, they not fucking with us.
All it shows is we gotta stop being so inviting with our culture. We let everybody in. We let Post Malone come over here. He played the rap boy, the Black Iverson. And as soon as he got cracking, what'd he do? Went right back over there and got accepted. So it's like they got a duality card where they could be accepted by their people, and then they could just come tiptoeing our shit anytime they want. And when we try to do the same, they closing doors on you. So we got to match that energy. That's how I feel. We got to start protecting the culture more. Start running these background checks on who we letting in. You feel me? If you ain't on some Eminem status where you finna come appreciate the culture and give props to where it came from, you can't participate. And if you ain't putting us on, you can't participate. A lot of them came, got their resources, went right back to their people. Nobody from the culture is benefiting off it, but they benefiting off the culture. So we got to put an end to that. And like bro said, we don't got to value the awards or nothing, but we still see the blatant disrespect. Like, oh yeah, okay, cool. We got you then. So now we know what energy to match.
You see it happening right now. Tommy Richmond just said he's not a rapper. You just seen Jack Harlow. He's singing Elvis songs now. It's like, hold on. This is when we continue to let these people in our culture because they're going to bring us a momentary gain of money or fame or notoriety. We're not looking at the long haul of it. So niggas come in, take the resources, and they get on. They bleed us dry. That's what they're doing right now.
Am I mad for somebody not addressing themselves as a rapper? Because we got a lot of rappers that we like that might say, I'm not a rapper, I'm a street person, I'm not this, I'm not that, but I do rap music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to be identified as a rapper. Not trying to sugarcoat nothing for them, but...
See, so the difference of that is that like the people who say that, they don't have a choice, though. Like, Greedo could be like, I'm not a rapper all day, but when he makes music, it's going to get put in a rapper box. The difference with the white artist is if he says, no, I'm pop today, they're gonna put him in pop. Tomorrow, if he says I'm rap tomorrow, they're gonna put him in rap. He gets to decide what he is. Whereas us, I can make all the nice, beautiful music in the world, and you've seen black people make straight pop music. It get put in R&B. You don't get to choose when you're black really what you get represented as or what charting category you go on. You don't get to choose none of that shit.
So do we count?
You know what I mean?
Do we count Nicki with us?
We do, and if you go and you look, and you go and you look, her shit will be under R&B and shit like that. It won't be under pop.
Would you consider her a pop star right now?
I would consider her a pop star because she's transcended everything else. But that doesn't mean that the industry and the people who are making the awards and those decisions look at her that way.
See, that's that duality card I was talking about, where they can just pull it out like a passport. It's like they got multiple passports. Okay, today I'm pop. Today I'm rock. Today I'm gangster rap. And it's accepted everywhere they go. Like Kylie said, we don't have no duality cards. We're not getting respected for our artworks in their fields, quote unquote. But when it comes to our field, it's all love. All I'm saying is we need, damn, this mic sound crazy. Mic check, mic check.
No, you good.
Oh, all right. All I'm saying is we need to take a stand just a little more. And as far as him not identifying as a rapper, I can't say that it's not disrespectful because he tried to double back and get rap album of the year. It's like, wait a minute, or rap hip hop hit it song of the year for the Grammy. So it's like, wait a minute, nigga, if you don't want to be categorized as a rapper, don't come over here and try to get awards that is under being a rapper.
Right.
And I believe as far as rappers saying they aren't rappers, I don't think that's a thing no more. That was more like 90s, early 2000s, where being a rapper was still looked at as corny. Everybody wanted to be a street nigga, so you would have the street niggas who really wanted to rap. Like, oh, I ain't a rapper though. I just, I'm good with my words. They still wanted that persona of the street nigga because street niggas at once upon a time was looked at a higher regard than a rapper. When a rapper came around, he was the little homie. When LL came around in the 80s, he was the little homie. But it switched. The rappers went up here and the street niggas all want to be rappers now. So now everybody's saying they're fucking rappers.
So when Nip came out with rap niggas, how did we take that?
I took that as, hey, I'm a rapper, but I'm not like you industry rappers. Mm-hmm. Y'all niggas is weird. I'm nothing like these rap niggas. I'm me. I'm still real. I'm still a part of the culture. I'm from a real place. I live by a code, a moral ethics that they don't. So I'm not one of these rap niggas. That's how I took it.
Yeah, that's how I took it. That's how I took it.
All right. The next thing.
Nigga don't know how.
It ain't really nothing else. Y'all saying y'all taking it, but if he's basically saying I'm nothing like these rappers. So that mean in his mind, I'm not no rapper. He's gonna state I'm a 60 Crip first. So in his mind, it's still the same thing. I'm nothing like these rap niggas. And majority of these rappers that we knew wasn't always just identifying as rappers. And majority of them, the ones that we grew up on, was more so MCs at the end of the day. So I'll just look at it in a different angle. If you saying it all the way as a rap person, yes, we're going to identify that, but them themselves don't want to define themselves as just a rapper. We're not going to call Mark Wahlberg. We're not going to call Mark Wahlberg a rapper, even though he came out rapping first. We're going to look at him like a straight actor.
I get what you're saying. Nobody wants to be boxed in.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to be boxed in.
So it's like I'm not saying I'm not just a rapper. So that's probably without breaking it down in certain terms. But then, like you say, now for his story, it's different to say, well, I'm not a rapper, but I'm going to look for a rap award. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of these dudes don't want to be boxed in.
And that's wild that everybody forgets Mark Wahlberg used to rap.
That's all I'm saying. You're not going to call him a rapper.
Hey, my nigga Marky Mark, do
we box Will Smith as a rapper?
I think their acting transcended.
I don't even look at him as a rapper like that.
But he just came out and dropped that joint.
He did go crazy.
He went back to the streets.
He went back to the rapper. Yeah, so I'm just saying. So it just depends. It's perception. That's all it is to me.
But at the same time, they never came out and was like, I'm not a rapper. Their acting career just transcended their rap career so much, you forgot about the rap. Damn.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying about the one person that came out and did that. Yeah, those type of people, maybe you do need to put a foot on their neck. But other than that, I understand why some people don't want to just be identified as one thing. And when they get to pop status, it's like Drake got to pop status and niggas didn't just say he was just a rapper. Now you start looking at him as a pop star only because he transcended. He came in as a rapper though. He just able to make so many hits. Everybody just don't reach that level.
I believe you got to come in the game and state that though. Like don't don't ride that wave until you get to a certain spot. Then it's like, oh yeah, I ain't a rapper, by the way. But the whole time you've been being labeled a rapper and that was making you successful, you never tried to separate. So that's the only thing. That's the only problem I got with that. Like Greedo, he don't want to get boxed in with West Coast rapper because West Coast rap doesn't transcend the West Coast. So I get his frustration when he like, nah, don't call me a West Coast rapper. I'm an artist or whatever. He's trying to diversify. But bro, you know for a fact he was playing with the culture. He was loving it when he was being called a rapper. Then he's like, oh, I don't want to box myself in. Wait a minute, but I still want the Grammy. It was like kind of one of those read the room things. Like, nah, you just want the love, but you don't want to get boxed in with it.
Because it's being seen right now as it's dying supposedly.
Exactly.
So that's